Colorado, the Centennial State, the Rocky Mountain State, the one and only Colorado. In this series, we explore the untold stories of the African American experience in each state. And today we're highlighting the Centennial State, Colorado. Before we begin, please take a moment to subscribe. We bring you new videos every Friday. Let's start with Barney Ford. Born into slavery in 1822, Ford escaped from his Missouri master in 1843 and eventually made his way to Denver, which at the time was called or area. Ford became a prominent businessman and civil rights advocate in the 19th century. He fought for black voting rights in Colorado and has a Denver building and mountain pass named in his honor. Next, let's talk about the Deerfield Colony. The year is 1910, and O.T. Jackson, a black entrepreneur from Oklahoma, purchased 10 acres on the eastern plains of Colorado for $200 down and $20 a month, with the help of two black cowboys. He built a small farmhouse and a granary, planted crops, and set up a ranch for his cattle. By 1920, Jackson had built 30 houses and had attracted more than 300 black settlers from Oklahoma, Texas, Kansas, and other states. Residents of the colony were largely educated and skilled. Many were former sharecroppers who were tired of working for white landowners. They purchased land in Deerfield with the goal of owning their own farms and being their own bosses. By the 1920s, the Deerfield colony thrived. It had its own school, church, businesses, post offices, and more than several hundred residents. Unfortunately, the Great Depression led to the foreclosure of many farms in the area. After the federal government acquired the remaining Deerfield lands in 1935, most of the residents moved away. Today, only a few buildings remain. But the Deerfield colony is remembered as an important example of black self-sufficiency in the West. Now, let's talk about Justina Ford. Dr. Justina Ford became the first black female physician in Denver in 1902. After graduating from the University of Michigan Medical School, Dr. Ford was denied a position at Denver's main hospital because of her race and gender. Undeterred, she opened her office in the hallway of her home, where she provided care to patients of all backgrounds. She delivered an estimated 3,000 babies over the next 27 years and was known for treating the sick and elderly. She was even given the nickname Lady Doctor by her patients. In addition to practicing medicine, Dr. Ford also fought for civil rights. She volunteered with the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People, or NAACP, and helped to organize the Denver chapter of the group. Dr. Ford's legacy of service and activism continues to inspire those in the Denver community today. Next, we have Keysview, Denver. In the 1960s, the Denver public schools admitted black students into previously all-white schools, but black students were still largely concentrated in schools in lower socioeconomic neighborhoods. This was the case despite the fact that Denver had no racial zoning laws. The school board argued that the separation of black and white students was necessary to maintain good race relations and prevent anti-violence. However, this was not the case. This was proven when a group of black students integrated East High School, one of Denver's all-white schools, without incident. Seeing this, black families filed suit against the school board, arguing that the district's racial imbalance was a form of de facto segregation that violated the Equal Protection Clause of the 14th Amendment. In 1973, The case went to the U.S. Supreme Court, where the justices ruled that racial imbalance in schools, resulting from state-sponsored segregation, was indeed unconstitutional. The decision was a victory for the Denver School District and paved the way for busing and integration efforts across the country. Finally, we will discuss Wellington Webb. In 1991, Wellington Webb made history as Denver's first black mayor. Webb was born in Denver and played football at the University of Colorado before becoming an insurance broker. He served in the Colorado State Senate from 1973 to 1987, where he worked to address issues such as housing discrimination and police brutality. Webb was elected mayor in 1991 in a landslide election, winning 58% of the vote. As mayor, he worked to revitalize downtown Denver and appointed a diverse group of people to key positions. In his administration, Webb won re-election in 1995 and served 12 years as mayor. He is remembered as a champion of diversity and inclusion and for his commitment to public service. And there you have it, a brief history of African Americans in Colorado. Thank you for watching this episode. If you enjoyed this video, stick around for the rest of the series. We'll be premiering a new episode weekly. Like and subscribe.